It is 7:32 right now, and an Indiana father is convicted in the death of his infant son who died after ingesting meth. Devin Frisk was found guilty of neglect. He's now facing up to 40 years in prison. His 3-month-old son died in 2018. An autopsy found that the infant had toxic levels of meth in his system. The boy's mother, you see here, Tara Savage, pleaded guilty to neglect. She's serving a 24-year sentence. Both parents had meth in their systems at the time of their son's death. Turning now to the coronavirus, Governor Andy Beshear has lifted nearly all mask and capacity mandates. 7:03 this morning, and shootings in the metro sent 2 people to the hospital last night, including a man shot while driving in the Edgewood neighborhood. Police in Texas say 13 people were injured in a shooting earlier this morning. It happened in downtown Austin. We do know this morning that at least 2 of them are in critical condition. The shooting happened in a busy entertainment district downtown. It is unclear what sparked the shooting. The suspected shooter has also not been arrested at this time. Right now, investigators are looking over surveillance video, talking with witnesses, and reviewing other evidence in that area. We will, of course, bring you the very latest right here on WLKY Weekend Morning News and inside the WLKY mobile app. Well, new information this morning about a deadly crash in Indiana. It involved an SUV and a Greyhound bus that was heading from Louisville to Chicago. Mark, thank you. And Governor Beshear says he will still hold COVID-related press conferences as needed as the pandemic winds down. Well, meantime, a Kentucky lawmaker wants to make sure you are not required to show proof of being vaccinated against COVID-19. State Representative Brandon Reed pre-filed a bill that would ban governments, schools, and businesses from requiring customers to show their vaccine status. Reed calls the idea government overreach. It's worth noting neither President Biden nor Governor Beshear have called for vaccine passports. Well, a 3-day tournament at the Expo Center is expected to bring in more than 25,000 people to Louisville. And investigators say explicit warnings were missed before a gunman killed a woman and her grandson at a public supermarket. All of this happened in Florida. Police say Timothy Wall stalked the woman for several minutes in the store yesterday before pulling out a gun and shooting the 1-year-old boy. The grandmother then struggled with the shooter. He pushed her down and shot her too before turning the gun on himself. Investigators say Wall did not know the victims, but he shared red flags well before he entered that store and took their lives.
There was a chance this could be stopped. You know why? The reason is he's on Facebook. He has said, I want to kill people and children. You think a damn soul told us about that? No.
Wow, an important reminder there. And investigators say the suspect had declared bankruptcy earlier this year, and his ex-wife told police he recently started acting strangely. 5:16 this morning, and President Joe Biden, while supporting breast cancer fighters and survivors, the Phillies of Southern Indiana held their 13th annual networking luncheon on Friday. WLKY anchor Monica Hardin was the keynote speaker. You may remember she was diagnosed in June of 2018, and now she shares her story as a breast cancer survivor. The event also featured a shopping area, a silent auction, and a derby fashion show. The money raised will provide blankets of hope and other resources of support for patients in our area.